Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm also excited. I know I say that every week because I just keep coming with recipes and finding more, and then I'm trying them. I've really been enjoying my kitchen this summer. As you remember, last summer was under construction, so going without a kitchen for a while has been really tough. But I'm really enjoying finding new recipes and sharing them all with you. And today I want to share with you another summer salad. So we all know 4th of July is coming, and I've been giving you guys some pasta recipes the last couple of weeks. We did the orzo with the feta and the cherry tomatoes. We've done the chicken marsala casserole. Well, today we're going to do something with bow tie pasta, and it's going to have sun-dried tomatoes and artichokes in it. And boy, it is going to knock your socks off. It is that good. Yesterday when I was making it, I could not stop eating it. So I'm telling you, it's a delicious salad. So it only takes 5 quick ingredients. It just has, of course, the bow tie pasta, so we're not going to include that. But it takes artichokes and sun-dried tomatoes, some kale. Now, if you don't like kale, you can use spinach. Somebody already asked me that yesterday, and that's fine. And the secret ingredient in this is actually going to be cream cheese, softened cream cheese that I took out of the refrigerator early this morning. And yesterday, I did make it twice yesterday, because you know I always love to test it for you guys. So I first made it with mascarpone cream, because that's like such a mild cream. It's a kind of floral, but it just didn't have quite enough of a bite to it. So then I said, maybe sour cream, but then I said, you know what, cream cheese. So I put cream cheese with it, and it came out really nice. Hi Bonnie, how are you doing? Miss you guys. Okay, so let's get started with our really quick pasta dish, and I promise you, you're gonna love this. It's gonna be great for the summer. 4th of July is coming. And either you can eat it hot or cold. So yesterday I ate it warm and I loved it, and then I tried it again today when it was cold, and it was just still good. So here we go. So we're going to be using bow tie pasta, and I like bow tie pasta. In Italian, this is a bow tie pasta for all of you guys that don't know. It's actually called farfalli, and which means butterfly, because it kind of looks like a little butterfly. So when they make farfalli, it's made in strips, and then they cut them and they pinch them. So this inside of it is a little bit thick. So that's really what you're waiting for to become al dente when you're cooking this pasta. The side will become a little bit soft, but this inside will always have a little bit of a bite to it. And that's what you want, because this is what traps the sauce in here and makes it such a good pasta to put in salads. So I've already got my pot of water going here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a pound of this. So this is the whole box. So a pound of the farfalle. Okay, so we're just going to stir it around. My water is already salted. What did you say, Bonnie? We've been traveling. I don't blame you. I wish I could travel more. Right now, just getting away for a day is wonderful for me, so I'm happy. All right, so I have my little cooking buddy here. Come on, Pepe. There's Pep. He's getting a carrot, so he'll be happy for a little bit, but we're gonna get started on this. I got my pasta going. Now I'm gonna just go around and I'm gonna put like maybe 3 teaspoons or tablespoons of olive oil in this pot. And then I've got 2 cloves of garlic, because we're gonna season this somehow. So let me see if I can push my pot back a little bit and show you guys here. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to just slice my garlic here very tiny. And if you have it in the jar already that's minced up, that's fine as well. I just had these big cloves lying around, and I said, well, you know what? This will give it a lot of flavor. Okay, so I'm just mincing up a little bit of garlic here. These are super fresh too. I got garlic out of my garden this year, so I was happy, and it's all hanging right now, so I'm really happy about that. You know what, Pep, I'm gonna give him some kale, and then he'll be happy. He loves it, so he'll be back there eating now. Okay, so I dropped my garlic in the oil, as you can hear, and instantly it perfumes the oil. Instantly, it just is so fragrant. I love it. There's nothing better than the smell of garlic cooking. So I'm also stirring my pasta because we don't want it to stick. We wanted to keep it swimming. There we go, so we got that. Now to this, I'm going to go ahead and slowly, we have our heat on low here because we're gonna be cooking with heavy cream. So this is our second ingredient here, actually our first ingredient, because we're not gonna count the pasta. So I just have 1 pint of heavy cream. And what do I always say? You never want pasta to burn because it becomes bitter. And then you have to just pretty much ditch your whole dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm pouring in the pint of heavy cream. No, Pep, you can't eat my feet. Okay, so I've got that going. And we're just going to stir it around and then we're going to add in salt and pepper. So far we've had garlic, heavy cream, salt, and pepper. All right, so we're gonna put in a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper here. And that's your discretion. I always say like a little bit more salt than pepper, but I actually like pepper more than salt. So there we go. You're all done with your kale, mister? Would you like some more? Here, there. He eats everything. I actually should get a whisk for this. There we go. And I'm just going to heat this up. Now I'm going to increase my heat just a little bit. And I can see it already getting warm, the heated heavy cream. And now I have my cream cheese. This is just 1 whole block of cream cheese. And I took it out this morning, so it's room temp, it's really soft, which is good because like if you put this big block of cold cream cheese in here, it pretty much would bring down the temperature of the heavy cream, then you have to start all over again. We want everything to keep melting. We want everything to just incorporate together. So I went ahead and I took this out early this morning and I'm just gonna cut it in kind of like some little strips here so that it'll break up and cook quicker. I'm gonna do it with a knife. So we're gonna just put our heavy cream in. And this is what really makes this dish. Like I said, I started it with mascarpone cream, didn't quite have enough flavor to it. So the cream cheese really, really kicked it up. Okay, so now we're just going to stir this around and melt our cream cheese into the heavy cream. Our bow ties are so, I see everybody on here. I have such a horrible time like seeing with my contact lenses. They're for far and they're for near. They're bifocal and it's horrible. So I just want to say hi guys and thank you for watching today. I hope everybody's staying cool. Here in South Carolina, you know, again, heat wave, it just seems like it never goes away. So I'm just trying to find the easiest things to make for you guys so we don't have to turn on our ovens. Now, if you wanted to put meat into this, like a protein, you could. You would have had to saute it first before we did the garlic. You could do it with the garlic actually. This is just like a quick pasta salad, you know, so we could keep it out for a little bit without having to worry about it. But a lot of people always ask me, what protein can I put in it? Well, shrimp would go really good with this because it's light, and chicken would go really well with it. So you would have cooked those when we were cooking the garlic. That's when you would have done the protein. Okay, so our heavy cream, while that's melting, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the next step. Here, Pepe, you want a carrot? You did not clean up all of your stuff. Okay, so the next things is I have artichokes. This is 1 can of artichokes, 2 cups of chopped kale, and 1 jar of sun-dried tomatoes. I love sun-dried tomatoes. They're absolutely the best to me. I will put them in any dish. I love them so much. So what I'm gonna do, go ahead now, they were in a jar with oil. They came with oil. You can sometimes find them like already what's called julienne, which is they're already in strips, which is perfect for this. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of chop these, turn this one down, chop these a little bit finer. I find that like when they're really big pieces, they're kind of chewy. When I cook at the restaurant, we have a big bucket of them there because we have a dish, the chicken Ciara, which has all the sun-dried tomatoes in it. And I actually like mine chopped small, but I'll just go through it and I'll just pick one out and eat it throughout the night. Like I absolutely love them. Okay, so speaking of tomatoes, if you see behind me, I have like a whole line here of tomatoes from the garden. This is my third or fourth time like putting them up there and canning them and making sauce. And the other day I got up early and I'm looking by the couch and I see like seeds on the ground. So I start looking closely and I'm like, that looks like tomato seeds to me. I figured Pepe must have gotten into something. Well, later on that day, I found it again. The cat had jumped up to here, knocked the tomato off, and he got the pepper, or the tomato. So they were kind of working as a team. It was just really funny. So I have to count my tomatoes every day. Okay, this is just one more over here we got to do. Now, like I said, I like mine small, like little bite-sized pieces. I don't want to sit there and have a piece of pasta and then chew on a sun-dried tomato. So, okay, I think we got most of these chopped up. There's just one more here. And our cream cheese is pretty much melted down. All right, so we're just gonna leave those in a pile. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up these artichokes in. These are quartered already, so we're just gonna chop them down a little bit more. Just bite size. We want everything small so that it fits on a fork. This is, a lot of people love artichoke. It's one of the most requested dishes is our chicken piccata. And we put artichoke in our chicken piccata. Now what I'm trying to do is I am trying to come up with an artichoke, like a fried artichoke recipe to have as an appetizer. That's what I would like. Okay, so now we have our artichokes. We have a pile of sun-dried, a pile of artichoke, and now I have the kale. So the kale is already chopped. As you see, it's like in small little pieces because they come along like collard greens, I guess they are, like the collard greens that you guys eat here. All right, so this cream is all nice and done, so I turn my heat completely down. And my pasta is almost done. By the time the pasta's done, all this will be done. But anyway, these are like the collards that you guys eat here. And they come on this really heavy stalk. See your Pep? Here, Pep. So we have to make sure that's gone because that does not cook down. So like I said, I bought these already chopped up. But I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe cut them up a little bit smaller. A lot of people don't like kale. I don't know why. I grew it in my garden this year and I used it so much. I use it in all the salads at work or all the soups. I mean, almost all my soups. There's one of those hard pieces here and another one here. In almost all of our soups is collard green, is kale. And I love it. It's easy to grow. It doesn't grow so well though when it's kind of hot. So the season for the kale here is kind of short. I use it a lot in the spring. Okay, there we go. We're done. And that's the prep for this. So the first thing we're going to throw in, let me just get my little thing here, is our sun-dried tomato. So they just go into the pot, the sun-dried tomato. And we'll just kind of give those a stir around. This smells so good between the garlic and now those tomatoes and the cream cheese. And now goes in. And all of these things that I'm putting in here are things that don't really need to be cooked. They're already edible the way they are. They just add a lot of flavor. Okay. And now we'll give that a stir around. So, told you guys I could not stop eating this yesterday. It was so good. And now I'm going to put in our kale. And we chopped it small so it'll kind of soften quickly. If you have the big pieces in there, it's going to take forever to break down. So this is nice and soft. Stirring this around. And now our pasta is done cooking over there. Hope you guys can see this because look at this. How good. Hello, TJ. How are you? How are things in Texas and your restaurant? Pepe is actually right here at my feet. He's driving me nuts. Here, Pep, say hi to everybody. Say hi, Pep. There, that carrot will keep him. He's been eating watermelon, and now I learned a new thing. I've been making him popsicles with berries and fruit inside, and I've been freezing them. And then like when it's cold outside, I've been putting the whole big block filled with berries and stuff on the ground, and he just forever is sitting there trying to get the berries. Okay, this is done. See how quick this was? So now I'm going to test my little farfalli here. Yeah, it's done. You want it to be a little al dente, and I'm taking from, I always take from one pot to the other, and I use my little utensils here, and I'm putting it right in. So the good thing about this is that it has lots of pasta water over here available, because say this is a little too thick, I can take some of the pasta water and thin this out so it evenly goes over all of the pasta, because we don't want it clumpy. One thing I find at the restaurant is people like sauce. So when I cook in the back, I always make my dishes saucy. And because I learned the hard way, a lot of them would be extra sauce, extra sauce, extra sauce, extra sauce. So finally I just said, I'm just gonna start giving people a little bit more sauce and make them happy. And now it works out very well. We'll turn the pasta water off. I'm stirring this all up. Oh my gosh, guys. When I tell you this is the best pasta salad, I mean it. It's amazing. Hi, Raven. How are you? Nanette, thank you for coming in the other day. I know I didn't get to talk to you much because I was cooking that night. But I do appreciate it. Okay, guys, done. We are done. I'm just going to take a little bit of this cheese and sprinkle it on the top, and it's just going to give it one more little special flavor. We're going to work it in. We turned all the burners off. That's all the cooking it really needs. And you can eat this warm as a side dish. Here, Pep. Go ahead. You can eat this warm as a side dish, or you could chill it in the refrigerator and keep it for later. And that's it. I'm going to show you guys how delicious this is. I got a lot of people last week. They made the chicken marsala and they loved it. And somebody even said to me, we ate it cold. And it was even good as like on a hot day, we ate it cold. So, okay. See if I can get some on here. This isn't the greatest serving spoon. So look how pretty it is, because you see the kale and the red specks from the sun-dried tomato. And the cream cheese really gives it like a nice little, here Pepe, here. Gives it like a nice little flavor that it needed. Look how pretty, guys. All right, I'm gonna try it for you. I already know what it tastes like. I ate so much of it yesterday. I had to put it away. It was that good. And it's just as good today because the sun-dried tomato and the cream cheese kind of gives it a little bit of a tangy taste, but then it's mellowed out from the heavy cream. Guys, I just got an artichoke in there, and it was delicious. If you don't like kale, you can use spinach. Like I said, somebody already asked me that. Now I have to eat this whole thing again. Yesterday I started eating it and I couldn't stop. And today's gonna be the same thing. I got a lot of pasta salad, but I'm gonna bring it to work tonight and let my employees eat it, because my husband and my son already ate it all yesterday. So you guys have a great day. Get out, make these summer salads, and hot or cold, use them. 4th of July is coming, and we don't just have to have the basic mac and cheese or potato salad, but try these. They're delicious. All right, guys, have a good day. Say goodbye, Pepe. Say bye, everybody, Pep. You'll be busy eating carrots all day.